Hi, I'm Miss Judy from the South Fayette Township Library. Happy National Library Week! It's not only Library Week this week, but it's a special day today. A day we celebrate trees! It's Arbor Day! It's time to dedicate planting trees and appreciating trees. I'm standing under my tree in my backyard. Have you ever looked closely at a tree that's in your yard? Maybe your neighborhood or a park. It's super fun to do. I wonder, since it's National Library Week and Arbor Day, I think I'll go give my tree a hug. Wait, I think I'll do more than just that. I think I'll blow it a kiss. When you blow a tree a kiss, did you know the tree loves it? We need oxygen to breathe. But when we breathe out carbon dioxide. Did you know the tree takes in carbon dioxide? When it takes in carbon dioxide, it helps it to grow. Then it releases oxygen back into the air, which we need. It's perfect. We need trees, and they need us. Let's look closer at my tree. My tree is a deciduous tree. That means in the spring, it gets leaves. And in the fall, it loses its leaves. There are other kind of trees as well. Behind me, we have some pine trees. They're evergreens. They stay green all year round. When I look at my tree, I see some special things. It's fun to look up at your tree. What do you see? I see branches and leaves, and these are called, let me pick one, it's okay, it's called a bud. The buds on my tree produce its leaves in the spring. Some buds make fruit. Did you know some trees grow apples and seeds? They can grow all kinds of things. So let's pretend we're a tree for a moment. If I was a tree, what would I need to grow? I need sun. What else do you think I need to grow? I need water. My tree has roots that go deep in the ground. They absorb the water and take it up through the trunk and to the branches. So I need sun and water and carbon dioxide for my tree to grow. What do you need to grow? So let's go ahead and look at my tree a little closer. I brought a magnifying glass. If you have a magnifying glass, you might want to use it as well. I'm going to go over to the bark of my tree. The bark is what is on the trunk. It protects the tree. Let's go see. My bark is rough. Did you know some barks on trees are smooth? Some are flaky. Also, it's a really fun fact to know that you can identify a tree by its bark and by its leaves. That's something fun for your family to do. I love that right now there's a bird living in my tree. You probably can hear it. Trees love to have birds and squirrels. What does your tree have? Back to the bark. So if you'd like to study a little bit about bark, you can make bark rubbings and leaf rubbings to identify your tree. You just take a piece of paper and a crayon, and this won't hurt your tree. And by the way, we have some logs laying here. These were trees that had fallen down, and we cut them. I wanted to show you something today, but you can lay it on your bark, on your tree, or here on this tree, and you can rub. And that's the same with if you did it right on the tree. And you have a bark rubbing. rubbing. How you make the leaf rubbing is you lay the leaf underneath and you do the same thing. Super fun. Let's go back and look a little bit more about the trunk. The trunk of my tree, if you would cut the tree, this is called a cross section. If you look closely, this was the trunk of a tree. Again, this was a tree that had fallen down. If you look closely, you can see rings. Each ring represents how old the tree is. You can count the rings and know how old this tree is. This tree looked like it was many, many years old. You could make a representation of how old you are. Just like the rings of a tree, you can count and see how old. That's what I did here. So if I was 6 years old, I would make 6 rings. And that's how you can tell on a tree. Hey, let's pretend we're trees. Stand tall. Your roots are firmly in the ground, holding you firmly in place. Your branches are reaching for the sun. Your shiny green leaves are trying to get the sun because if they take in the sun, a process called photosynthesis helps it to make food. Remember, we need sun and water and CO2. The breeze is blowing. Let's sway. It's fun to pretend like you're a tree. Trees are really beneficial to the earth, and I'm really glad we have trees. So happy Arbor Day, and we'll see you next time. Hi, I wanted to read you a book. We Planted a Tree by Diane Muldrow. We planted a tree. They're digging a hole for the tree. We planted a tree and it grew up. We planted a tree and it grew up. While it reached for the sky and the sun. The sunshine went into the leaves and brought food to the tree. And the tree grew up. Fat little buds appeared on the branches. The sunshine went into the buds, and soon they burst open. Everywhere was pink, and we were dizzy with springtime. Do your trees look pink? Maybe red, maybe purple? The sun kept shining, the pink blossoms dropped off, but soon there were green leaves. The green, shiny leaves which had food inside for the tree. Green, shiny leaves which cooled us, which kept the earth cool. We planted a tree and it grew up and it gave us shade. It gave us a shady place. The tree leaves helped clean the air. We breathed better. The tree fed us apples and oranges and lemons. And sap for syrup. Did you ever get sap from syrup to make a pancake? We planted a tree and it grew up. The tree kept the soil from blowing away. Now rainwater could stay in the earth. The soil became healthier because the tree was there. So we planted butternut squash and beans, corn and onions and cabbage. In the healthy soil, the rich, dark dirt. We could grow our food and we ate better. And it dropped acorns that fed the squirrels in the winter, and the birds came and the other animals came too to live in the tree. We planted a tree, and that one tree made the world a better place. Do you have a tree swaying in your tree? That's super fun. We planted a tree, and that one tree helped heal the earth. We planted a tree, and it grew up. So did we. Happy Arbor's Day. Maybe go out today and plant a tree or hug a tree. Have a great day. Bye-bye.